What happens when the judges meant to protect us become the villain behind the bench? From cash-stuffed envelopes to sentencing kids for profit, these are the true story of judges who sold their gavels to the highest bidder, betraying the very essence of justice. Join us as we uncover the shocking tales of corruption that rocked the pillars of the American judicial system. This isn't just about law, it's about the fight for justice in the face of profound betrayal. Welcome to Judges of Injustice. Number 6. Judge Sylvia Ash. In New York City, Judge Sylvia Ash climbed to the top only to fall dramatically. As chair of the Municipal Credit Union's board, she was central to a serious financial scandal. Ash tried to protect the credit union's CEO by erasing emails, destroying electronic evidence, and creating false documents. Her crimes led to a 15-month prison sentence, an $80,000 fine, and 2 years of closely monitored treatment after her release. She broke the law and lost the public's trust, showing even higher-ranking officials can fall into corrupt practices. The judge condemned her action as a deep betrayal of the criminal justice system. This case highlights the serious consequence of corruption in both financial and legal institutions. Number 5. Judge Paul Poznanski. Paul Poznanski was once a respected judge in Pennsylvania, recognized for establishing a drug treatment court. However, his career took a dramatic turn when he became the subject of criminal charges. Allegations surfaced that Poznanski frequently requested to personally handle cocaine seized during drug cases. Investigation later revealed that some of the evidence had been tampered with, was missing, and even Poznanski's DNA was found on open evidence bags. In certain instances, he ordered evidence to be destroyed, which hindered further investigation. After pleading guilty to obstructing justice, theft, and misapplying government property, Poznanski was disbarred and served time. His story is a powerful reminder that no one is above the law, not even a judge, reinforcing public trust in our legal system. Number 4. Judge Rudolfo Rudy Delgado. In McAllen, Texas, Judge Rodolfo Delgado was once a respected figure at the 93rd District Court. Behind the scenes, however, a scandal was unfolding that would dramatically alter his career. It all started in 2008 when attorney Noah Perez gave Delgado a $15,000 pickup truck, a gift that signaled the beginning of a corrupt partnership. Perez often visited Delgado's home under the guise of buying firewood, but these were no ordinary visit. They were strategic meetings to sway judicial decisions. During these visits, Perez would mention his clients were due in court, hoping Delgado would grant them PR bonds, which meant they could be released without having to pay. Delgado would then receive an inflated sum for the firewood, essentially a bribe. In return, Perez's client would mysteriously end up with favorable ruling. This corruption continued until the FBI tipped off by a source in 2008. Delgado's arrest in 2018 led to his conviction on charges including bribery and obstruction of justice. Delgado's case is a stark reminder of the vigilance needed to maintain integrity within the judicial system. His story underscores the crucial principle that no one is above the law. Number 3. Judge Arnold Ogden Jones II. In a startling breach of judicial ethics, former North Carolina Superior Court Judge Arnold Jones II found himself at the center of a federal corruption case that rocked Wayne County. Caught in a personal crisis, Judge Jones crossed a line that would end his career. He attempted to manipulate an FBI task force member to obtain private text messages between his wife and another man, believing she was having an affair. In a desperate bid for these messages, Jones offered the FBI agent a bribe, 2 cases of Bud Light, and $100. His action not only broke the law, but also attempted to subvert the legal process required to obtain such personal data. His plea agreement led to a sentencing in federal court. Jones was fined $5,000, sentenced to 2 years of probation, and ordered to complete 100 hours of community service. This plea spared him a second trial, which could have delved even deeper into his misconduct. Jones' fall from grace is a potential reminder of the consequence of misusing judicial power. Number 2. Judge Thomas Maloney. Judge Maloney was a key figure in the courtroom, known for handling serious cases, but behind the scenes, he was involved in dealings that betrayed the principles of justice. Caught in Operation Greylord, an FBI investigation aimed at cleaning up widespread judicial corruption, Maloney was found guilty of accepting large bribes to influence the outcomes of murder trials. His action allowed known criminals to escape justice, severely undermining public trust. Maloney used go-betweens to discreetly deal with the lawyers. He took over $100,000 in bribes, manipulated the outcomes of multiple high-profile cases, which had profound effects on the integrity of the legal system. Operation Greylord was a turning point, revealing the extent of corruption in Chicago's court. While many were involved, it was Maloney's action that starkly showed how deep these issues ran. The story of Maloney served as a stem reminder of the importance of vigilance in overseeing our judicial system. His career ended in disgrace, but his case sparked changes aimed at curbing such corruption in the future. Number 1. Judge Mark Savarella. In a troubling breach of trust that rocked Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, Mark Savarella, a former judge, played a central role in one of the most notorious judicial scandals in recent history, the Kids for Cash scandal. Appointed to uphold justice, Savarella exploited his position in a scheme that profoundly altered the lives of thousands of children and their families. Savarella received kickbacks amounting to millions of dollars for sentencing minors to a detention center, even for minor infractions. These harsh punishments were not just rulings, they were transactions that filled his pockets. Impact was catastrophic. Many young lives were damaged, facing years of detention for offenses as trivial as mocking an assistant principal on social media or trespassing in a vacant building. Families were torn apart, children grew up behind bars, and the community's trust in the judicial system was shattered. The scandal eventually came to light, leading to Savarella's arrest and conviction on multiple charges, including racketeering and fraud. The revelation prompted a nationwide discussion on the ethics of the juvenile system and the responsibility of those in power. The shocking case of Mark Savarella with his Kids for Cash scandal has turned to a powerful lesson on the ethics and responsibility of those in power.